Okay, so this is, it's technically day 2 with the Predator generator. I've just ran it for a total of 5 total hours, and I'm getting ready to do the first oil change. I just wanted to give you all a little tip. I just had to learn the hard way, but you have to lift this thing up, and it's not that easy. But if you've already got it on a solid surface like your truck bed, the ground, or whatever, you can use the grab handles and lift one corner up at a time. And if you already have these leveling, blocks, most RVers do, they're kind of grooved. So once you get it up there, you can lock your wheels and this thing won't move. I did put these back here because they were a little bit higher, and the oil spout is here, so it should flow in this direction. But the only reason I didn't use these in the back is because I can't find the rest of them. But if you used 3 of these on the back side, that would create the perfect little slope down toward the front to help you drain your oil out. Should be, in theory, no problem. So I just wanted to share this, mainly because these things are really nice and grooved. So the wheels kind of, lock in there, and because of all these notches and stuff on the back side of these leveling blocks, this thing is really good and sturdy. I mean, I am giving it a good tug, and you would have to willingly yank this thing down or off or whatever in order to accidentally tump it. So anyway, just wanted to share that real quick and make sure that I added that into this video, because I am telling you what, that was a little bit of a conundrum I was having there, just trying to figure out exactly how I was going to get something beneath that. Also, one last tip with this thing, because your oil is roughly 20 ounces per oil fill, if you have these Glad style bowls, even this one here, this is a 25 ounce bowl. So it is super lightweight. It has a lockable top, and once you get it up on 2 blocks, it slides perfectly right where it needs to be. All right, guys, hope that helped out. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Avion Awesome. And it's been kind of raining here just a little bit. There's still quite a bit of storm clouds in the sky at the moment. But I am still working on this generator. This is my second tank full, and I think I'm on about hour 14 or 15. I've already changed the oil twice in this thing. I changed it once at 5 hours. A lot of metal shavings in that thing at 5 hours. So there's a good chance you could probably change it at 3 hours, but I just changed it at 5. Then again, I changed it at 10 hours, and then finally, I'm going to be changing it. I think I'm going to try and push it all the way to either 25 or 30 hours. I'm not for sure yet. I'm doing the break-in period right now. I'm working it out, and I've got like one of those heaters, one of those heat guns, and it's got dual settings, so 750 watts, and then on the high setting, it's 1500 watts. And I'm just trying to kind of vary up the load. I'm trying not to put like a massive load on it. I'm not even trying to get anywhere close to 2,000 watts. I did have a problem with this thing, though. Maybe it was me, maybe it was a fluke, but it hasn't happened since. I had the entire camper hooked up to that thing. I guess it was yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday, because I've only had it a couple days. And I had the whole camper on, and the air conditioner kicked on, and I have a feeling it overloaded, because I saw like a puff of smoke swing past the window over here where the kitchen is at, and I thought, oh Christ, the whole thing's on fire. It wasn't, but it did have the overload warning light on, so I do know that it was overloaded. That's what I know for sure. But I unplugged the RV, made sure that it was safely disconnected, and then turned the unit off. Checked it out. Spark arrestor was not clogged. Everything else seemed nominal. It just didn't seem like there was anything wrong with it, to be honest with you. So I don't know what the hell happened. Just a complete mystery as far as I'm concerned. So like I said though, I have been using this heat gun and been plugging it in. I've actually attached a small fan to the generator to kind of help move that hot air out from underneath my bed cover. Seems to be working out pretty good. Honestly, it doesn't even register, that small fan. I mean, I think it actually takes about 35 watts, but it doesn't even register on the generator. It does help keep the air in the bed of the truck circulating, even when I've got the tonneau bed liner, you know, kind of pulled completely closed and just have the bed open. It does help move that fresh air in and move that hot air out. And the bed cover does not seem to be like getting super hot or overheating or anything. It seems like it's just enough. So if that's something you all were thinking about doing and you're worried about the heat in the bed of your truck, that's something that you might want to look into. So essentially what I've been doing is I've been taking the heat gun, and it's got two settings. It's got high and low. All right, so this is low setting, 750 watt. The bottom one is 1500 watts. And on occasion, I'll just hit it. You can hear it kind of juice up back there. And then I'll switch it over to 1500 watts. That's with a 1500 watt load on it right now. And I'd say it maybe went up 5 decibels, something like that. It's really not that bad at all. When it's inside the bed of your truck, if you had something like a bed rug, anything with that thick foam, so that you can get in there with your knees and it's, you know, not going to hurt you or anything. It's oil, dust, and all that kind of stuff. I think you could easily dampen the sound of this even probably another 10 decibels by keeping it in the bed and having all that foam bed rug material in your truck. And this thing is already pretty damn quiet as it is. Okay, so that's what it sounds like when it stops. Also, I wanted to show you, some of you may not know, some of you might actually care, some of you might actually want to put this into consideration, but I thought it was pretty interesting because the exhaust pipe is directly in the middle, so it's not like down low. I think that's a pretty awesome feature of this thing because you're not pointing it directly down. So like I said, if you had one of those bed rugs that has like the felt lining on top of foam, because the air is coming out from the middle and it's just sort of blowing back here, even that wall back there, it is not hot at all. None of this metal. I've got this plastic that's just off to the side of it. It's not even hot. This back here, where it's catching most of the heat, slightly warm to the touch. You know, it's like warmer than room temperature, but it's not super duper hot. So having just about 3 foot of clearance is kind of all you need, right? And if you've got the bed cover, you leave yourself enough room out here, plug your RV plug in, or you can drape it over the side if you have the Velcro stuff like I do. Velcro the RV plug cable in place, plug it into the front of your unit, leave yourself a little bit of room, leave the bed of your truck open, complete weather coverage, sound dampening material on the inside, plenty of room for ventilation. Add yourself a small little, 35 watt fan. This is that Honeywell that I think you can pick up at any Walmart or Target. Help circulate that air from the outside. Chain it to your loops, for security. It's a heavy beast of a bitch anyway, so I seriously doubt you're going to catch anyone running away very fast with this thing. And with all those things considered, you've got a pretty damn good setup. Portable power, just keep it real, keep it secure. And I've got the short bed truck. This is like the 5.5 foot bed with the crew cab. I'm telling you, it actually runs great, except for that one little hiccup I had. Runs great, runs really quiet. If you had more soundproof material in there, it would be even quieter. It's easy to go directly underneath a bed cover even as slimline as I have. There's no bubble, there's no bump, there's no nothing. The handle area does not raise this thing up. It literally does not make contact whatsoever. So far, I mean, like I said, I'm only about 15 or so hours into the break-in process, and thus far, I am 100% satisfied. This is portable power you can take anywhere, and it is ridiculously quiet, very capable. I just want to get these hours on the engine as soon as possible because I am going to be going out of town next weekend for not a total of 4 days. It's more like 3.5 or so, but I'm going to be boondocking the entire time. I'm going to have no hookups whatsoever, so I'm going to need this generator for power, and it's supposed to still be a very, very hot weekend, somewhere in the mid to high 80s, possibly even coming over into the 90s, and I'm going to need the AC. So I need to get the hours on the generator as soon as possible to make sure that when I do decide to hook the RV up and crank that AC on, I'm not going to have any problems. So I plan on only running the AC mainly in the middle of the day, maybe for about 5 to 6 hours total, and I'm going to have that fan running and circulating the air as much as possible. So hopefully everything's going to go well, but I just wanted to give you all a quick update on how the Predator 3500 inverter generator was doing for me. So far, so good. Alright guys, that's all I've got for you all today. Hope you guys enjoyed the program, and if you did, don't forget to, thumbs up the video, make a comment, maybe subscribe to the channel. It totally helps out. It definitely helps out my photography channel. Almost stepped off the end of this this tailgate. But at any rate, guys, you all have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys again on the next one.